Hi there everybody. Today I'll be doing a recommendation video for a Kickstarter campaign called Depth VR. I happen to own one of the Oculus Rifts. Hopefully if some of you will be watching have heard about that, you know it's a virtual reality sensor, well, setup I should say, not really a sensor. It's got sensors in it, and what it does is it allows you to actually immerse yourself in virtual worlds as they make applications, games, and other content for it. It's quite an advanced piece of technology, even though it's just the prototype that I have. But the Depth VR is a lot more affordable, but it's not quite virtual reality in the same aspect. So whereas the Oculus Rift is a full-born headset with motion tracking that tracks your head and all that, Depth VR actually works by having a camera on top of your monitor, or TV in this case, and 3D glasses that use the computer to interact with it. My explanation probably won't be quite as good as the video does to show it to you, but I'm going to try and explain the best I can. And I'm going to have a link to the video in the description, that way you guys can get to it and see it. But the basic premise is it runs with 3D glasses, so if you've seen a 3D movie, it's the same concept there. But by using a little camera on top of the monitor, it allows you to actually interact with that in a better way. And the higher end version actually has a remote control you can use as well, so you can play games, although maybe basic, with it. The difference this has from a regular 3D display or a 3D movie is that, like they say in the video, when you have a 3D display and you're watching it with the regular polarized glasses, the image you see, although it comes out at you, is still kind of flat feeling. The way Depth VR works is by actually knowing where you are by moving and adjusting with the controller and glasses. So if you're looking at an environment and let's say there's a hologram of something in front of you and it's a room, and you lean to the side, the image actually knows, oh, you're over here, so you should be looking direct this way. So the image in the background moves with you as well, giving you a better sense of 3D and a better sense of immersion into that world. That's something I find really cool. I've always been a big fan of the immersion in games and the immersion in environments and experiences that we have. That's why I got the Oculus Rift and why I'm looking at a few other Kickstarter campaigns for things that relate to that and the immersion, and why I'm a big fan of up-and-coming ideas for virtual reality games. The Depth VR is a really cool way of getting a feel for what I'm looking into, but without going into the same cost range. When I got the Oculus Rift, two friends of mine helped me support the money to get it. It was $360, including the shipping and paying for that version of the Kickstarter campaign goal. The Depth VR you can get for, I think it's $119 is the most you'd be looking at to get the basic setup, which is a lot more affordable than $300. I would definitely say take a look at it. Obviously, like I said before in one of my earlier videos, I'm never trying to say, you need to donate to this. It's take a look. If you like it, cool, donate. If you don't, hey, at least it was something interesting to see. I definitely think it's a device that deserves to be funded, but that's a matter of each person deciding whether they want to put their money towards it or not. When you give the video a watch and you see what's there, you'll be able to decide whether you think it's cool enough for you to donate to or whether you think it's a waste of time. If you have a 3D TV, cool, it's going to let you use it. If you don't, they actually have a package designed for people who don't have 3D displays with the old red and blue in order to make the 3D functions still work. Obviously, you'll get a nicer, more advanced image from the version if you have a 3D display, but if you don't, they didn't want you to miss out from the looks of it. I happen to have a 3D display, so I'm kind of tempted to donate to this, but since I've already got a few things lined up that I have to donate to that are going to cost me more in the long run and benefit me more in the long run, those are the ones I'm going to have to dedicate my time to. But when I saw this, I thought I had to do a video just kind of getting it out there to another little group of people. And if you know people that are interested in this stuff and you're maybe not yourself, totally mention it to them. Let them take a look at it. Recommend my video so they can get to it if they can't find it themselves. Obviously, these videos, like I said, they're not always the longest just because of what it takes to kind of talk about these things. Sometimes you have to have a really innate knowledge. Sometimes you can just go and say, hey, this is a cool thing, you should play it, you should look at it thing. So hopefully this was a fun little video, and hopefully when you go and take a look at that Depth VR, you're going to enjoy it, or you're going to say, you know what, it was neat. That's about all for this one, guys. Take care, and have a great day.